Wow. You don't have anything besides a pinball.
I don't keep memorabilia, really.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've got a storage area in London that has a bit of stuff in it. There's like... I've got a rolled up billboard, like a 20-foot long tarpaulin thing with my name on it.
Right.
And I don't know why I kept it, because I thought, well, it'll come in handy,
It'll come in handy. It's 20 feet.
Yeah, I know. And I got it rolled up, and I'm like, I could put that on the side of my house or something.
So people know where you live.
I got a little bit of the hoard in me, a little tiny bit of hoard. My mother's a hoarder, like off that TV show, and I've got a little bit of it myself.
Right.
I try to fight with it a bit.
Well, you can't hoard down in your place in LA.
I have a little thing that's like with that the big tarpaulin where I think, one day if I'm really famous, that'll be like some collector's like. And they're like the ego in a person to think, well, this could be worth a lot of money because I'm going to get so big that someone's going to have a Jim Jefferies room in their house.
Their old little shrine.
Yeah. like not even someone like Eddie Izzard has fans that would pay thousands to have an old Eddie Izzard poster. It's just the comics don't get followings like that. There is a few.
Right.
I'm sure some old Richard Pryor promotional material is probably worth a bit of coin.
Yeah.
And maybe some Carling stuff, and definitely like old Lenny Bruce posters would be worth something to somebody.
Right.
But I don't see, I don't see anyone with a Jim Jefferies poster in their house.
Are those three guys, are those like some of your influences, those three?
Carling and Pryor, yeah. I was never a Bill Hicks guy.
Really?
Yeah, and I get compared to him a lot, and I never was a big Bill Hicks guy. In the modern era, Doug Stanhope, Louis C.K., they were the best sort of that generation. But Carling definitely, and Pryor was... the funny thing was, I liked Pryor as a child before I knew he was a stand-up comedian.
From Superman?
I like these movies, yeah. When I was a kid, I used to go mad. Like, I used to... The Toy... Like, these really crap films, Stir Crazy and that. Me and my brothers loved these films, And I didn't know he was a stand-up. I didn't see him do stand-up till I was about fucking 18 when I saw Live in Concert for the first time.
Which is, that's probably the best one.
I think that's the best DVD.
Yeah.
Stand-up DVD in the world. That's the best one.
Yeah. Live in Concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And even Pryor said that he thought that was his best one.
Yeah, that was the best one. And I think Live and Smoking or whatever.
That was the first one, where he bombs.
Yeah.
He like bombs. It's weird.
It's like he's dying up there.
Yeah.
And he's in front of like a lunch board.
Yeah.
And like real fans will go, but you could see where he was going with his material.
Nah.
And the comedy purists, no, it's crap. It's really crap. I tried to enjoy it, like I bought it and I tried to enjoy it and I watched it several times and that's crap.
No, I've seen it once and then I was like,
And it's like the audience is like nervous and he's standing in one position.
Right.
Like with the microphone in the stand.
The whole time.
Yeah, and then you see Live in Concert, it's like he's fucking jumping around and he's doing the impersonation of the dog jumping over the wall. And
right.
And the shooting the car and all that.
That's one of the best bits ever. Yeah.
And when God speaks to him and he's eating too much pork and he has the heart attack.
Right. Yeah, and his kids. He was playing with his kids.
Yeah.
So when you started coming over here to the States, was it tough adjusting, or is it nah? Because I remember you said after your first tour you didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, I do find the road here to be very hard. Getting on planes, pain in the ass. The road in England's really easy. You just, all the it's hardly ever is a gig more than 200 miles away from you because it's such a small place.
Yeah.
So you get in the car, you drive up to the gig, and then you drive back.
Yeah.
You stay there for the weekend, but you drive back on the Saturday after you finished your last gig and you're home. Where here, you gig till Sunday, and then you got to get in on the Tuesday because you got to do radio on the Wednesday. So you get like one day off, and and you're leaving on Monday and you're flying. And
so it's more the scheduling, not the crowds.
No, the crowds are fine. Yeah, the crowds are fine.
It is cool seeing like from that first week you were here to now, how you have your own following now.
Yeah.
That's pretty, because I remember when that first week, you're like, I'm more famous than England. Like, none of these people know who the fuck I am. And now, you actually, because of the HBO special, you got, like, fans.
Yeah. Well, it's the American fan base is very loyal, actually. They come and see me several times, like,
really?
Which means I have to change my material a lot more than I'm more comfortable doing.
Right.
You know, because my fan base is small, but they're seeing me like 2 or 3 times on the weekend, and then every time I come into their town, and you're like, fuck, I'd rather a bigger fan base that saw me occasionally.
Yeah.
You know, that would make life a bit easier. not that I'm bitching about the people coming all the time, thank you, you know.
Right. But see, that's something I really respect, that you try and write new shit every year for them.
Yeah, I try.
Because there's like so many people who just don't give a fuck about that.
Well, I think the benchmark now is really Louis C.K.
Right.
He's bringing out an hour a year. I don't think he was always like that from what I've been told.
No, yeah, what I heard is that for 15 years, it took him to get a 45-minute set.
Yeah.
And now every year he's kind of doing it. It's insane how much he does.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All right. So this fucking Jim's got something big coming up this weekend. He's going to Wrigley Field. To throw out the first pitch.
Right, the first pitch on Thursday.
Have you been practicing?
I have been, but I haven't. I'm feeling a bit under the weather at the moment, a bit fluey, so that's an excuse for me not to practice again.
Right.
I can find excuses not to go to the gym or to eat well.
Right. Have you gone to the gym since you've been in San Jose?
Once.
Did you?
Yeah, I went Friday.
All right.
It was more sitting around the sauna with a hangover, but I'm nervous. 60 feet is a long way.
As long as you get it to the catcher, I think you're fine.
That's what I'm nervous about. I don't want to throw a strike. I'm not even thinking about a strike.
Right.
I'm just thinking about the distance and not looking like a cock.
Right. Then you have to. You come out there with the jersey.
Yeah.
In front of all the people.
And I'll wear the hat as well. I'm not gonna.
Little Cubbies hat.
Yeah, I know that my head's going to be on the Megatron, and I don't like that. I've had things like that before, where you just look at yourself in a big screen. Like I did a Kevin and Bean in LA do a charity gig. It was like 7,000 people at the Gibson. They had a big Megatron screen behind us of our heads when we came and did our sets, and no, I don't like it. I think that's how people look at me. Because in your head, you think you look different. When you look in the mirror, you always hold your head on an angle where,
right.
where your jaw's or you're looking at yourself straight on. But if you just tilt your head like 2 degrees, all of a sudden you're fat and bald and straight eyed.
And then you got to sing.
Take me out of the ball game.
Have you been practicing?
I've been practicing 2 ways. I got 2 options. I got the jokey way, which is just yelling it like a drunk, like "Take me out to the ball game," which is one option.
You sound retarded.
But then there's the option of trying to do it seriously, which to me is more Frank Sinatra. Would take me out to the ball game. Not even Frank Sinatra, like
a swinging guy.
No, like what's his name's impersonation of fucking Frank Sinatra? The guy who got shot by his wife.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman's impersonation.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going to be doing it, probably. Phil Hartman, there was a weird one, wasn't it?
Dude, his wife went crazy, man, because she wasn't famous like him.
They blamed Andy Dick for getting her back on coke, but I don't know. You can't blame that. You can't blame it. People make their own choices, don't they?
Right.
It was pretty sad, though. Then she shot herself, didn't she?
Yeah. There's an opening in Saturday Night Live, like, you know, when they would introduce all the people. Well, there's one where Phil Hartman's there, and there's a woman at the table. You just see her back, but her earring is swinging. That's his wife. The reason the earring is swinging, supposedly she kept wanting to be in the shot, so she kept turning and looking. And they're like, "No, we don't want your face in the shot. It's just Phil." So she would turn, and they quickly get the shot, and that's why the earring was swinging.
Oh, right.
So it's very interesting. So, like, she really, it seemed from what they painted the picture, she really wanted that fame.
Was she an actress or something? Or
I don't know.
Like an aspiring actress?
Yeah, that's what I assume. And then, that's just a jealousy thing, I think.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, he wasn't... I suppose he was very famous when he was in movies and stuff like that. I was about to say he wasn't that big, but he was. You
know what he co-wrote? Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's the first movie that Benito del Toro is in.
That's right, he is in it. He's the dog boy.
The dog boy.
Yeah. Oh no, that's a sequel. Big Top Pee-wee.
All right.
Yeah, he's in that. You know who the first one? Tim Burton directed it.
Yeah.
That's his first directorial debut.
because Tim Burton did all the plasticine stuff, didn't he?
Right.
That, and he was. I was watching it. I've been watching documentaries on a movie called Yellowbeard, which is regarded as one of the worst films ever, but it's one of my favourite movies.
Yellowbeard.
It's
what is that?
So good. It's Graham Chapman,
Uh-huh.
and John Cleese and Eric Idle. So those three from Python, but Graham Chapman wrote it. And then it's got Peter Cook from Dudley Moore's partner.
Right.
Peter Cook, Spike Milligan, and then it's got Cheech and Chong in it. And it's like just this film about a pirate. And it's PG because I don't think anyone ever bothered to watch it.
Right.
But it's got like, I counted like 25 rape jokes.
Really?
In it, yeah. Like, and really like aggressive rape jokes.
And this is from the 70s?
No, it's from like, probably like 1988 or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good film.
Yellowbeard,
yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's funny, you can get it on iTunes, rent it.
Really?
But there's just scenes like where the pirate walks by and he sees like this woman standing there and he drags her into the bushes and rapes her. And he drags her into the bushes and rapes her, and then like you just see the bushes rattling and like a bra and a panties being thrown out. And then like she has like an orgasm at the end.
Oh man!
But this is what I find so funny. My parents